I'm about to give you a couple slider no-goes. Now, if you're from South Florida, you know what a slider is. But if you're not from South Florida, just check the definition on the bottom of the screen. I feel I have to do this because it's a lot of people that do a little too much. They try and go too far when they, when you just fucking, you just slide. Now, number one, do not be going on dates with your slider. Don't be going to the mall. Don't be out in public events. Don't be going to the movies. Anywhere where you could be seen with your slider. You never know who's looking. There's people out there who would love to put your business out there, especially if you're in a relationship. So, if you just sliding with that person, keep that on a private tip. Y'all meet wherever y'all do y'all thing at and leave it at that. Also, when you meeting up, wherever y'all going, whatever y'all gonna do, use separate cars. Don't ride together. Because like I said, you never know who's looking. And also, you never know if an emergency might jump off and y'all have to get out of there real quick. So, ride in separate cars. The only kink about riding in separate cars is it could get you caught. Whoever you actually are in a relationship may see both of y'all cars together or whatever and put two and two together. But that's about the only kink with that. Another thing, when you know you got company coming over, try and do something with your bad ass kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't have your kids over at your house and you know you got company coming over. For one, they don't need to be interacting with your kids any kind of way, any shape or form. They don't need to be playing with them. They don't need to be speaking with them. They don't need to be getting attached to them. They only there for one thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be worrying about locking your doors and your kids walking in on you. Ah! Get off my mama! Get your thing out my mama's mouth! Kids tend to talk too much, and they learn even faster. So keep your kids in a separate place from your slider. Also, avoid introducing your friends and your family members to your slider. For one, it's not their business, and for two, if you're in a relationship, they got dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? They may smile and kiki in your slider face and then act phony in your boo face. That's not a good thing. So you want to leave your evidence to yourself and keep it clean. Keep from introducing your slider to your friends and your family. Another thing, do not be trying to make your slider and your boo become friends. That's real slimy. That's real sour. Do not do that. And by all means, do not have unprotected sex with your slider. You never know who they sliding with. They don't know who you sliding with. And you also don't want to end up and have no baby by accident. Now you got the situation on your hand for somebody you was just fucking. So strap it up. This is one of the most important rules when you got a slider, especially if you're in a relationship. Minimize your conversation with your slider. If you're doing it over the phone, all y'all need to be talking about is when and where. That's the only time you need to be calling or texting that person. And that needs to be deleted immediately. Also, when y'all actually do hook up and do y'all thing, that's what y'all need to do. Whatever y'all do, y'all thing. Ain't no need for conversation and all this extra stuff you leaking out all your business. You know what I'm saying? You telling them stuff they don't need to know. Also, all it's doing is leaving a trail of evidence. It's just leaving a trail of evidence for you. So, limit your conversation. Because you only came for one thing. Ain't no need for y'all to actually be communicating about nothing. Also, one of the common things that's a big mistake when you sliding is you getting too comfortable at that person's house, or that person getting too comfortable at your house. You know, they only came for one thing. You know, so all they need to know in your house is the door, the bedroom, the bathroom. You know, ain't no need to be in the living room chilling, watching TV. Ain't no need for them to use your shower. Ain't no need for them to be eating food out your kitchen. They only came for one thing. Anything else, they gonna need to pay some bills. So don't get too comfortable. I keep stressing this leaving evidence thing. Now, when you go over to somebody's house, everything that you came over there with needs to leave with you. Do not leave your socks. Do not leave your panties. Do not leave your makeup. Do not leave your accessories at that person's house. Don't leave nothing. That's evidence. If it's your house, you need to check and make sure that everything that person came with is leaving with them. Because you do not need to be cleaning up after yourself once you made your mess. And you definitely don't need to be explaining to your girl or your boyfriend whose stuff this is. So make sure that they took everything that they came with them. And finally, now, this is one thing that could really, really get you in trouble. I keep on saying, I keep stressing that you need to delete all your evidence and leave as minimal evidence as possible. Now, this thing here, having your sliders on your social networking websites as friends. It's okay if you were already friends before y'all got started, but if y'all just met, do not be adding them to your social networking sites. Because all they're going to do is be checking you out, and they're going to see who you're talking to, and it's going to be questionable to them. They're going to be in their feelings. Everything going to get to them. So keep them off your site. Keep them out your business. That was my thoughts on sliding. Keep in mind, there's rules to this shit. And if you don't follow them, you're going to always find yourself in a jam. I'ma holler at you.